Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Figure it right. Today's video is top 15 defense budgets spent by countries in 2022, but before moving, if you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe. Note this video has given ranking in terms of defense budget, not by military strength. Number 15 is the country of Israel, located in the western part of Middle East. Israel is a highly advanced country surrounded by many enemies. In the year 2022, Israel spent over $24.3 billion, which is 5.1% of its total gross GDP. The main threats for Israel is Iran and its supported terror groups, mainly active in Syria and Palestine. Next is the number 14, the Islamic Republic of Iran, located in the eastern part of Middle East. Iran has been heavily sanctioned by the United States of America and United Nations for its activities in enriching uranium to make weapons of mass destruction. In year 2022, Iran spent $24.6 billion on its military, which is 10.2% of its total GDP and one of the highest spent by any country. The main threat for Iran is Israel and the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Next is number 13, the Republic of Canada, located in North America. Although it does not have any major threats and also comes under the Security Pact of NATO. But in year 2022 it has spent $26.4 billion, which is 1.4% of its GDP. Next is number 12, the Republic of Australia. Although Australia did not have any major threat, but from year 2020 its relation with China has soured. Recently, Solomon Islands, one of the neighboring countries of Australia, has been debt-trapped by China. Australia has also joined the S-led new group AUKUS. In year 2022, Australia spent around $31.8 billion, which is 2.1% of its GDP. Next is number 11, Italy. Italy is a country located in Europe. Although it does not have any major threats, but after the Ukraine invasion by Russia, all the European countries, including Italy, have increased their defense budget. In the year 2022, Italy spent over $32 billion, which is 1.6% of its GDP. Number 10 is South Korea. It is located in the far eastern part of Asia. In the year 2022, South Korea has spent over $50.2 billion, which is 2.8% of its GDP. The major threats for South Korea are North Korea and People's Republic of China. Although United States of America have many bases in Korea, but Korea is also developing its own military. Next is number 9, the Republic of Japan, located in far eastern region of Asia. In the year 2022, Japan spent over $54.1 billion. After the World War II, Japan had a policy of not expanding its defense budget over 1% of GDP, but in the year 2022, they have spent 1.1% of its GDP. The major threats for Japan are China and Russia. Japan is aggressively investing in defense to modernize its military. Next is number 8, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. The country is located in Middle East and its capital is Riyadh. In year 2022, Saudi Arabia defense budget was $55.6 billion, which is 6.6% of its GDP. The major threats for Saudi are Iran and its supported terror groups, mainly active in Yemen. Next is number 11, Germany. Germany is a country located in Europe. Although it does not have any major threats, but after the Ukraine invasion by Russia, all the European countries, including Germany, have increased their defense budget. In the year 2022, Germany spent over $56 billion, which is 1.3% of its GDP. Just like Japan after World War II, Germany did not invest much in its defense, but now times have changed. Next is number 6 France. France is a country located in Europe, although it does not have any major threats, but after the Ukraine invasion by Russia, all the European countries, including France, have increased their defense budget. In the year 2022, France spent over $56.6 billion, which is 1.9% of its GDP. Next is number 5 Russia. It is the only country located in both Europe and Asia. Russia is biggest country by landmass, and to protect it need a huge military. In year 2022, Russia spent $65.8 billion, which is 3.9% of its GDP. The major threats for Russia is the evergreen partner cum enemy United States of America. In February 2022, Russia also invaded Ukraine and now has been the most sanctioned country on the planet. Next is number 4 United Kingdom. United Kingdom is a country located in Europe, although it does not have any major threats, but after the Ukraine invasion by Russia, all the European countries, including United Kingdom, have increased their defense budget. In the year 2022, United Kingdom spent over $68.4 billion, which is 2.2% of its GDP. Next is number 3, the Republic of India. The country is located in Asia and is surrounded by Indian Ocean, Bay of Bengal, and Arabian Sea. India has been focusing on its defense since many years, and in year 2022 India spent over $76.6 billion, which is 2.4% of its GDP. The major threats for India are Pakistan and China, and to deal with two nuclear powers India needs a strong military. Number 2 is the People's Republic of China. China has one of the largest economies in the world. In year 2022, China invested $292 billion, which is 1.7% of its GDP. The major threats for China are United States of America, its Himalayan neighbor India, Japan, and many ASEAN countries. After Ukraine invasion, it is believed that China might invade Taiwan, which it claims to be its part. China is surrounded by many enemies, and for this it needs a huge military. Not only conventional, but it also has threats of nuclear war with USA and India. Number 1 is the mighty beast, the United States of America, located in North America. In year 2022, USA defense budget was $801 billion, which is 3.5% of its GDP. USA continues to be the dominant power in the world, but has many threats from Russia to North Korea to China and Iran. Experts believe that United States of America will continue to be a military power for more than a decade. If we discuss about the world, the defense expenditure was $2,113 billion, which is 2.2% of world's GDP in the year 2022. We hope that the world remains a peaceful place and the humankind survive. Thanks for watching. We hope you liked our video. Subscribe our channel for more, and if you liked our content, please like, share, and subscribe. Feel free to give any suggestion, and for query you can contact us on our business ID. That's all for now. Subscribe our channel to improve your knowledge.